lot of these changes, we also have the big changes dealing with experience, and I'm excited to see how these teams want to handle that, as we do have an EXP share on the side of BH3, your purple team. Komaï is going to be your orange team as we get ready for game number 1 here in EU.
Sazero and Kranix taken into the top path here, and across from them the Psyduck and that Mega Mewtwo as well. Just a couple pot shots in, and we're like thieves in the night, or ships in the night, excuse me, just passing by to get our stacks in.
Yeah, and here we go, trying to secure some of that. Down to our bottom path right here, Adesu fighting 2 down at this goal zone, as we have Snorlax actually in the central area there of BH3, trying to slow down their central area Pokemon from getting online. I'm not sure how much they were able to stop, but it is still a Sobble, as we can see. And here comes Toast into the bottom path here, looking for a fight as we head back up top. And you can see how badly Rezu was shut down right there. Still level about 4.5.
Yeah, I mean, incredibly valuable. Gek going on a mission across the map here. Snorlax has great secure in the early stages of the game and was able to leverage that a little bit to slow down BH3. So exactly what Komaï's looking to do. The birds are on the map. Bang, backdoor engage by Gek themselves. They want the bodies, and the Clefable goes down quickly, as now they're getting some quick scores in as well. That's just a Machop, and we do have a Drizzile on the side of BH3, but that's not going to be enough to stand in the way of those 3 players.
What a huge play there from Komaï, right? Rotating up an extra member of their team, taking a massive victory. The Clefable not even able to heal the squad for a moment right there, just getting absolutely destroyed in that engagement. Huge play from them. That's going to give them a big experience lead early, already level 7 on the Mimikyu, level 5 on the Snorlax, and they kept Miraidon down there in the bottom path. It doesn't look like they lost much either, as we have Komaï back into the central area here of BH3.
Now Saz has to step down and try and support here. Reisu going to be on the retreat, so is Saz to top off their HP. Right in the middle is Regidrago, and looks like Komaï is putting some priority to that, doing a great job boxing out BH3 and getting it for free.
Yeah, Regidrago basically for free for Komaï, which gives them team-wide experience. And look at how high their levels are in comparison. Massive charge beam. Mega in a lot of trouble right here, having to peel back and grab that berry just to stay around. And Komaï absolutely dominating the start of game 1.
Without a doubt. I mean, they are coordinated. They have a very good game plan right now. We've got a 4v1. Let's see what the Psyduck can do. They're going to get slammed real quick by that Machamp. And now the rest of BH3 close to the goal zone out. Feel pretty comfortable with that, grabbing those birds and heading back to their side.
I think that was a beautiful play, right, by BH3. They're behind just about in every engagement, so they move as a unit. They Pokemon unite, if you will, and create a big opening for them in the top path, as we have multiple members of Komaï ready to take the objective in the bottom path. We also have Blastoise evolving the bottom path. Blaziken should be able to get that for free. The snipe shots, nowhere close to it. This is going to go to Komaï.
Yeah, I mean, Komaï's just moving incredibly well and insulating the things that they want to prioritize, really not even giving a chance for BH3 to step in and challenge, even with something like an Inteleon. Now, looks like BH3 is looking to put a little bit of pressure on. Komaï's looking to rotate. They're sitting on their pad. Clefable getting their single stack in. Are they going to go down for that insolence? Yes, they are.
Yeah, Clefable goes down right there. This gives Komaï an opportunity. You know, they could have had a player advantage in this bottom path, given that Mewtwo is needing to babysit that Regieleki top. But after that KO, it means BH3 is not going to be able to find anything there. They are just going to need to look for some experience on the map. And while the score is very close, they actually, by breaking that goal zone in the top path, have opened up extra experience for Komaï, a team that's already up with a big experience lead.
I mean, Gek going into deep waters there. Heavy Slam was poached by the Surf, and using Heavy Slam and Block Shield, able to get themselves out of dodge. Megu's putting the pressure on, but it's not going to be enough. So that was just kind of a wild way to test the waters, going real deep and somehow making it out unscathed.
I mean, there's beautiful stuff here from Adesu in the bottom path, by the way. Able to hold down this entire section just by themselves on the Miraidon. You would expect nothing less from Adesu. It feels like they have so many Pokemon that they could slot into this role. But Miraidon, so self-sufficient down here, able to handle BH3 and let Komaï roam across the entire map and continue the pressure, continue this level lead. Level 11 Mimikyu right here from Toast.
Yeah, and Toast is really going to be able to do a good job chopping some of these characters down. Haven't seen Inteleon really being a factor just yet.
Yeah, and now we have an objective spawning in the top and bottom path right here. It looks like BH3 is possibly trying to mount a fight here in the bottom path as we have 4 members of both squads here. Close battle indeed. 3 points separate these teams. 5 seconds. Mewtwo Unite doesn't really get much started. Maybe they were looking to start the fight and just have some influence, but that was kind of wasted on the side of Komaï.
Yeah, maybe just trying to buy any sort of time that they can. Heavy Slam is there, repositioned. Charge Beam sitting on the Blastoise. Megu's forced to retreat. And now we'll see what the rest of BH3 does. They're collapsing against Registeel. Komaï doesn't seem interested. Snipe Shot lined up, but it's taken before that can even become a part of the equation. Heavy Slam on the back. Can they get a block poach? They do isolate. We got a little submission there to Machamp. They're pinned against the wall. They eject over. Back across the other way. It's going to be a knockout on Toast. That's a huge character. Psyduck down as well. BH3 picking them apart right now. Komaï needs to step up. Gek with a nice block to push them off the pad to maintain some sort of positional advantage. We're going to need another charge beam. We need to isolate somebody out. Mega Mewtwo X is finally here. Not quite mega'd yet. And they can't even stem the tide of the BH3 push.
Now, that was a really odd play from Komaï. So obviously the Mewtwo Unite move could have instigated a fight, but at the same time, it gave them information, right? They didn't know where Machamp was. They had a pretty good idea where BH3 was in the bottom path. It told them exactly where all 5 members of the team was, but they didn't really do much with that. They broke the top goal on the side of BH3. They didn't take the objective, and then they lost the fight in the bottom path. It was close in a few moments right there, but it felt like everything worked out for BH3, and Komaï just kind of sat on their hands a little bit and let them take that away from them. This is going to make the match a lot closer. If you look at levels here, now we're just about even between these 2 squads.
Attempted a pull there. Now we're Mega X, and they get a quick knockout in tandem with Toast. Clefable sitting on pad, mood lining themselves and getting their HP back up. And just that is enough for Komaï to retreat and head towards this Regieleki.
Yeah, and here we can see BH3 scoring in the bottom path right there. They broke the bottom goal zone, that tier 2. 277, 137. We have a minute until Kyogre hits the battlefield here. And a match where Komaï really had command of it from the beginning seems to have all fallen apart for them. Regieleki now looks like it's going to be going down. Given that they're going to have to deal with this, this does open up this bottom Regi for Komaï. They will likely be able to secure this here if they would like to go for it.
Tried to get a big pull on the Blastoise. Heavy Slam separation. Clefable is away from the targets they want to heal. Surf back and submission. And now Gek goes down 30 seconds before Kyogre.
Wow, this is rough. Registeel getting chipped down right here. Mewtwo Unite not able to make it happen. The secure Blastoise, and BH3 is moving forward. They pick up one. Mewtwo is down. The Unite move from Mimikyu does not mean anything. 15 seconds left now, and it looks like this has become our Kyogre fight. Blocking them out with Clefable. They're saying, you've got blocked, so do I, my friend. 5 seconds until Kyogre.
And now we just have Gek and Psyduck standing strong here. We'll see how they're going to approach this. They're on the map. They're going for the rip. If half HP already, block is straight into the middle. Kyogre is getting shredded. Nobody from Komaï is here. Here comes Mewtwo. Can they make a difference? Got to step up. No, secured by the Blaziken. And that's exactly why you select that character. Those goal lines, goal zones have the timer. And now we can see if BH3 wants to stretch this lead.
Yeah, this is the tough thing here for Komaï. BH3 could actually decide not to push forward right here, and they are still ahead. However, if they do make some scores, this could be great. Saz in a little bit of trouble right here. This actually feels like a wild decision to throw away one of your Kyogre buffs, but it is what they decided to do. If Toast can catch this, this will be big. We still have a minute and a half basically on our clock here, but no, the fancy footwork, and Clefable somehow makes it out. Come on.
Right into Gatlu's hands. Like you said, you've got to get this knockout now, though. You have to be able to rip some of these shields off. We see that the Blastoise is there as well. Clefable should be the easy one to get, but somehow putting them on the absolute ropes right here. We do have a Kyogre buff. How is Komaï going to counter push here?
Yeah, this is the tough thing. They also gave the, oh no, Blaziken walked right into the home goal zone. Mewtwo right over their head. They're looking for another buff right here. Unfortunately, giving that buff to Gatlu it's great from a, combat standpoint, but it's one of the worst Pokemon to get the buff. Same thing with Miraidon here. Both of them burn Eos energy when they are fighting, so they're not able to score on these goal zones easily. They're going to be able to put some points in, but at the same time, they need huge dunks. 533, 177. They are able to get a big overdunk in that bottom goal zone, now 297, but the Eos energy is very low on the side of Komaï. They are moving towards the home goal zone.
They got a hundo burger going in the back door here. Uber Eats delivered to the doorstep, and now they're going to be able to back and defend this home goal pad. I believe this one belongs to BH3 to kick off our league season broadcast, my friend.
Speaking of kick off, that Blaziken with those big time kicks right there in the final moments here, and of course securing the Kyogre with it. What a great fight from BH3. As soon as Gek, the Snorlax, gets caught down there, they recognize this is our Kyogre fight. We are taking it right now. 633, 463. Beautifully played by BH3.